question 1, have you been taught how to breathe? Right? Have you been taught how to breathe? And the reason why this is so important is because most people haven't. Most people haven't been taught how to breathe, and it's actually something that they teach in Russia and China to high-level players at a very young age. Deep relaxation and breathing. So if you haven't been taught how to breathe, you're going to take this test just to see. So if you take a deep breath, and if you take a deep breath and your shoulders rise, right? Your shoulders raise up, then you might want to check out this TED Talk. It's by Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, and she's going to teach you what's called belly breathing. And why belly breathing is important is because it uses less energy than breathing with your upper back and with your shoulders. And why that's important is because the less energy you use to breathe, then the more energy you can have to make a run, or to, if you're being taxed with your breathing, then it's going to restrict your stamina and your endurance. So that's why the question number 1 is, have you been taught how to breathe? And if not, you definitely want to check out Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, her TED Talk, How to Breathe. Number 2, am I using an RMT rope? Do I own an RMT rope? And the reason why this is so important is because soccer players are humans first and soccer players second, right? So you gotta, if you can elevate your movement, the way, and your movement, your balance, your timing, your rhythm, your coordination in a fun way, that's going to help you be a more effective soccer player. It's going to help you warm up faster than traditional methods, right? Golfers on the PGA Tour, they're not using golf clubs from, even from 2 years, 3 years ago. They're using the best clubs right now. So RMT rope is a simple tool, but it's profound because it can really help you elevate your athleticism and your fitness levels, especially your balance and strength and balance through different ranges of motion. And so again, this is what I wish someone asked me years ago. So search, right? You could buy an RMT rope online, you could search on Amazon or whatever, or you could make one at your local hardware store. They're super easy to make. You just want a length of soft rope that's longer than you are tall, and you could throw some duct tape on the ends of it so it doesn't start to fray. And just by swinging it around, it's going to help your spine bend and twist. It's going to strengthen your core. I noticed when I started using an RMT rope, my juggling started improving tremendously. It's like every part of my game got better when I started using an RMT rope. And they make great gifts, right? I've made one for every single member in my family. I don't know if they use them, but it's just something that I'll be using for the rest of my life. So if you love playing soccer, or you know a soccer player, this could be a great tool for them. So again, am I using an RMT rope? Question number 3. Am I using a kick trainer? And I think this is so important because kick trainers allow you to cram months of training into days or weeks, right? And if you could cram months of training into days or weeks, then you could start to compete above your level, right? You can compete, right? It's hard to beat smart training. So you could work your left foot, your right foot, your first touch. And it's another tool to improve balance, timing, rhythm, and coordination. And this is not a new tool, right? Clubs like Sevilla, Ajax, AC Milan, all encourage their youth players to use kick trainers. Wesley Sneijder talks about using kick trainers a lot growing up. So, if you're not using a kick trainer just in your personal individual practice, I mean, there's probably no other more effective tool to help a beginner or even an advanced player get a lot of touches in a very short period of time. So question number 3 is, am I using a kick trainer? And they're easy to make too if you want to make one. a length of rope as long as your hip bone to your ankle, a size 1 ball and some duct tape, and you can get going with a kick trainer, really working both your feet and your breathing, getting very relaxed. Next question. Do I know how to juggle? Right? Do I know how to juggle? And, even though I didn't play goalkeeper growing up, juggling is one thing, right? Improving your hand-eye coordination is critical because the body's connected, right? From fingers to toes. So your ability to understand where your body is and mastering different types of movement skills and abilities is just going to grow your game. So for those reasons, if you could invest, right, if you have got some golf balls lying around the house, or you have some tennis balls lying around the house, do I know how to juggle, right? Am I spending any time juggling in the air, right, with the hands? Juggling is one thing that can really help you improve your coordination and your movement on the field, even though it seems right. You don't have to be a goalkeeper to benefit from hand juggling with some tennis balls or with some hacky sacks. So that would be something that, if you want looking to grow your game in a fun and effortless way, starting a juggling habit with the hands is a great pursuit that I wish I started years ago. And since we're talking about juggling, the next question is, do I have a juggling habit? Am I spending 1 minute a day juggling? Right? Because if you could spend 1 minute a day juggling to build a juggling habit, anyone who's got a shooting problem or a juggling problem is going to benefit from improving their juggling, right? Because juggling is rhythmic shooting, it's rhythmic passing, and to a degree it'll improve your dribbling too. The timing aspect of it, right? The weight that you put on each touch as you're dribbling, so it's going to help you improve your dribbling. So any soccer player that hasn't started a juggling habit, a daily juggling habit, that's my question for you. Could I start a juggling habit? Start to carry a ball with you everywhere you go, right? Can I juggle for 1 minute a day? That's my question. And different size balls. That's something that no one suggested to me. I was a great juggler, but I didn't challenge myself, and I peaked. I didn't continue to at the time when I needed this suggestion the most. I didn't push my juggling, and I could have been where I am now much earlier. So it doesn't matter if you can't do 2 juggles, doesn't matter. You got to start, right? 1 minute a day with a balloon, hacky sack, bouncy ball, basketball, any size balls you got, as long as you're in a safe area. Can I start a juggling habit? Because once you start the habit, then 1 minute can turn to 2 minutes, turns to 4. Before you know it, you're gonna be able to juggle 20 times. Right? You're gonna be able to juggle 20 times with your head, and every single body part without dropping the ball. And most D1 college soccer players cannot do that. So that'll, if you can do that by your freshman year in college, I mean, you're going to set yourself up for success. Next question. Do I have a dribbling habit? Do I spend 1 minute a day dribbling? And if not, then you might want to invest in a size 1 ball, because a size 1 ball is going to give you a competitive advantage when you step on a field and you're using a size 5, right? A size 5 ball is easier, you could argue is easier to manipulate compared to a size 1 ball. So if you're training on a size 1 ball, you can improve your dribbling abilities very fast. So you want to search Cover Coaching, the coaching app. He's got an app on the Apple Store, and there's one on Android Store, or on YouTube. There's some ball mastery drills that you can start to practice 1 minute a day that'll really help you develop your dribbling abilities.